Well,
Anything else sports related?
nah, nothing else sports related, but we do have some big news. I don't know if you're familiar with what just happened recently,
No,
but Jussie's out of jail.
it's not big news. Should have stayed in there.
Jussie is out of jail after 6 days.
They said he wasn't eating. Dramatic. Like, he's so dramatic to me.
How many days? He was sentenced to what, like 120 days or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Some,
Like 5 months.
yeah. So we're going to have fun with this one. There's not much of a breakdown here, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like I can't tell what this was about. Like, I can't tell if it was a clout chase, if it's, sometimes people manufacture lies and then they believe it. Like, did he want to be a martyr for civil rights and become one of those people, like become like a Kaepernick? Like, I really can't tell what this is because he's still dying with the lie and saying that it was still true.
He's
And
sick.
there's a lot of nastiness going on.
That's what the judge was asking. Like I said, that judge's closing statement, if you ever want to watch it, it's kind of long, but he was killing him. It was like maybe like a 30-minute, 40-minute closing statement.
And also in addition to that, for the judge, it's like, bro, like you're taking away time for like other things.
That's what
it's
he
like,
was saying.
It's like, bro, like just
we're all
blame.
here. Look at, like, I would be like embarrassed. Like, look at everybody in this room. We all could have been anywhere else right now, and we're here because of you.
Lying about a Subway
Like,
sandwich,
he
bro.
was a weirdo.
The meatball marinara was going crazy, but like,
That's what, like I said, that's what Judge was asking. He was like, what was the point? Like, was this for attention? And he's like, was this for your career? Like, was it for, like, social justice reasons? Because, like, he had a history of doing this stuff since he was a kid, social justice stuff. Mm-hmm. So did you want to, like you said, did you want to be a Malcolm X? Like, what was the point?
yeah, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it, but those thoughts do enter my mind. It's like, what was the point? Like, is it because when these things happen, I tend to question. Mental illness is the hot topic, popularity everywhere.
That's my favorite thing to say. People are mentally ill when they do stuff like that, because like we had a whole podcast talking about liars. Like, but what is the mental issue where you just lie?
But like, I can understand lying, but sometimes like people manufacture stuff. Like, to me, people aren't mentally ill because they lie.
Yeah, because lying could be if you got caught doing something. Oh no, I didn't, because you didn't want the consequences. Like, if you have a reason for lying, then it's different. Like, but people who lie unprovoked, like he was sitting in his bed and came up with this whole story. Like, it's not like someone asked him, "Did you steal my cookies out the jar as a kid?" No, I didn't steal them. Like, everybody lied at one point in their life about stupid stuff. Like, oh, did you steal my charger? And you stole somebody's charger, you wanted to keep it. No, I don't got your charger. I don't got it. But you really did steal. Like, okay, yeah, you're a thief and you're broke, but you're not crazy. But people who just lie for no reason, like coming up with stuff out of the blue, like you sitting there, everybody sitting there chilling, and all of a sudden, hey, did you know so and so did this?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Oh, I got robbed. Like, the people who lie for no reason, like especially girls who just lie in front of guys and come up with stories like, oh my God, yeah, like me and my family went to like Costa Rica. I'm like, girl, you never been out of the country. Like, why are you lying? Like, that's the people that scare me.
Yeah. So I just had to throw that on the table because you never know. But this is like, he was throwing up the Black Power fist.
Yeah.
He said,
I'm not suicidal.
I'm not suicidal. Yo, Jussie.
And he said it a million times, I'm not suicidal. He thought he was on an episode of Empire.
Bro, I promise you, nobody was coming to put a hit on you to kill you.
You think he Epstein? I'm like, you're not Epstein. Epstein got a whole laundry list of people that he could put powerful people away for life.
Epstein had a lot of money and
a lot of power.
He wasn't on...
And could have took mad people down. He wasn't on a show that's kind of flopped.
Yeah, he wasn't on Empire. But, bro, dying with a lie, like... I think what the craziest part about this story was, like, you got beat up, right? Bleach, magas, nooses.
And the noose was like a string that's like in like the sewing kit. It wasn't even a thick rope. It was like the sewing kit type string, like yarn. It was yarn. I gotta find a picture. It was like yarn.
And after all that, you walked home.
It was a polar vortex too. I don't know if you remember that. Like, there was a polar vortex.
It was
in Chicago.
brick.
Like, literally, like negative temperatures.
You went to Subway.
2 a.m. Subway even open that late?
It was Chicago, right? So who knows? And somehow, some way, with the noose on your neck in a polar vortex in Chicago, with MAGAs running up on you, beating you up,
In Chicago.
and putting bleach on you in Chicago streets.
And they knew his name.
And,
you that.
and they
said
recognized
you. That
you.
nigga from Empire. Nobody watches that show. Like, especially white people. Right? White race people don't know about Empire. And of all shows, why would they pick you? You're not even that relevant. His name wasn't even in his household until this case.
And somehow the roasted turkey subs still got back to the apartment.
And I told you the apartment cameras caught him with the rope hanging like this.
And then he flipped it.
When the police got there, they said the smaller part was around his neck and the string was in the back. So that means he got in the elevator and was like, ooh.
And then he kept it on.
Yeah,
he
probably,
walked back home. Sitting
there, yeah.
All right. What else?
And I told you they have all the text messages of them planning it. Like, how you have to prove that you planned it and still was saying you're innocent? Like, I don't know. I just can't wrap my mind around people being crazy. It's more sad than anything. But I feel like some people are really not that crazy.
Yeah.
Like if you were an actor on TV and had lines and was on multiple seasons, you're not that crazy to me. But a lot of times those actors are really crazy though. Some of them. Remember we had this conversation on how we think actors and actresses actually low key might like have some low level of like mental illness because for them to just be a whole different person. Like not even an insulting way. Like they just have something in their brains where they're able to just be a whole different person. It's kind of scary. It's like multiple personality disorder or something.
Yeah.
That's not even an insult because actors and actresses I feel like are like one of the most talented people on earth.
I think he probably just planned out this whole grand scheme. He put too much sauce on it, I think. I think if he dialed it back a little bit more, it might have been a little
MAGA hats and bleach
and a noose. Who's walking in a polar vortex with bleach and MAGA hats and rope in their hand? Running down on...
he thought that was so believable. And the funny thing is, people believed it at first. Remember, I was one of the first people I feel like on my Twitter. I was like,
yeah, people were getting killed.
Adding up. Yeah, and people were talking about me on Twitter. They were like, oh, people on my timeline are homophobic and they're just saying that. And I got like 5 people following me. I'm like, how you feel now? I literally got all the tweets too. I kept every single tweet. I'm like, I'm thinking about what I'm saying. This tweet's not, I'm like, this story not adding up. I was like, this story not adding up. Everybody was killing me on my Twitter.
Bro.
How you guys feel now? Dummies. People have no critical thinking or comprehension skills these days. Cause I'm like, for me, I'm like looking at the story. I believe stuff like that. But when I start reading the details, I'm like, this seems so fake.
I know given at the time, it was really, tensions were heightened.
And that's what the judge said. He was like, you took advantage of people's emotions during a time of heightened, emotions. Yeah. And a lot of stuff going on. And this was like right before all the George Floyd stuff, right? George Floyd stuff
was it before?
I feel like this was the end of 2019. I feel like this was before George.
Damn, he did it before that. What was he doing it for?
I feel like it was.
But you know what the thing is?
Or was it not?
That stuff was happening every day, so it was.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff happening before that, around that time. Yeah, because George Floyd was just a culmination of everything.
Culmination. Sounded out.
Culmination.
That's cool. But yeah,
Let me see. It happened.
Glad he's not suicidal.
Yeah, February 2019. February 21st, 2019.
Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, well, hopefully this is the last time we're hearing anything about this.
He's still back to me. His career's over, gladly, because you did it to yourself. And you're still going. Like, that's the thing. He would have avoided jail time, too, if he just admitted it. Like, they gave him so many chances to avoid a trial. Because they didn't want to go to trial. Who wants to waste money and time? They didn't want to go to trial. They gave him a chance. But they was like, all right, if you don't keep lying, then we got to do a trial then to come up with the details and the evidence.
Yeah, and you can't lean on that Black unity thing. Don't put your fist up talking about Black power. Nah, you're not.
There were so many Black leaders too that wrote letters. Like,
bro,
you know that, like, you ever see the trial where they do that? They're like, oh, reading letters, like for the sentencing. They do that for sentencing. It was like what's his name, Reverend Al Sharpton, and a whole bunch of other like Black leaders. It was like these long poems that they were reading. It was like, Black people, Black men, especially a Black gay man in prison, they go through so much, and Jussie should not be in jail because they're gonna hurt him. And that's what the judge was like. Wow, I'm shocked that all these people who are so for black power and Black unity are actually defending somebody who actually made it harder for Black people to come forward for real hate crimes. Like, they're all whack to me. Sorry, Rev, what was his name? I don't even know. Al Sharpton. I know who he is, obviously, but I was never rocking with some of them and their decisions and having us the Pan-Africanism and all that. I don't.
Yeah.
Not gonna get into that today.
Fuck Jussie.
Whoa.
Next.
Whoa. Whoa. I was not expecting that.